this is Julia Dodd, the online editor-in-chief of The Voyager, here with Olivia Arculeo.
Hi.
Hello. So you're on the golf team, and now there's a new there's going to be a girls' golf team, so we want to talk to you about that.
Awesome.
So how long have you been doing golf?
I've been golfing not with the school for about 5 years, like really seriously, and I've been with the school for the past 3 years.
You do golf, and I know you always talk about it, so why do you love golf so much?
I love golf so much really because it's a very independent sport, but it's also a team sport. So I like working together with my teammates, and I like the atmosphere of a group team, but I also like how independently I can control like my part, and I really know that I'm doing my part. And the reason why I started actually is because my dad, and it started as a way to just get closer with my dad, but now it's something that I really truly enjoy.
I was going to ask you, does anyone else in your family play golf? And you just answered that question.
Yeah, my dad.
How long has he been playing golf?
He's been playing golf since he was like 12. He would tell me stories about him and his dad going and golfing when they were younger, and he's been golfing his whole life.
Are you going to have your younger brother Marcus play with you guys too?
Yeah, so Marcus does a little bit. He's very impatient at the moment, because he's 8 years old, but he's working. He's got his own little set of clubs, and he enjoys it, but he's got to be patient.
So this might be hard to recall, but do you happen to know your best golf score has been?
My best golf score, so I'll say in my time actually playing in a match or a tournament that counted, not practice or anything, was recently. I played in the LPGA tournament that was hosted by Brad from Golf U. Shout out to Brad. I love him. He's a great coach. I placed first in the Flight B and with a score of 47, or 48. I don't remember. 47 or 48. It was one of those.
How did you become a part of the male team? Was there certain qualifications you had to come through in order to be part of the male team? Because I know there is only a male team.
Yes. As of this year, there's only a boys team, and as you know, I played basketball freshman year, and when I found out that at the time Coach Murphy was basketball girls coach, I talked to him because he's also the boys golf coach, and I was like, hey, do we have a girls team? Do you know anything about that? What's going on? And he was like, no, we don't have a girls team, but we can try and get one together for you. I'm not really sure how that would work. And then we would go through typical pre-season like any other sport, and it's not, with the boys team, it's not really oh, you have to be able to do this. It's just if you're consistently coming and you're know what you're doing generally, then you're put on the team and you practice. You might not get in the match, but you'll practice. You just got to put up the lower scores to actually get in the matches. So I didn't put up the lower scores until this year because the upperclassmen are generally more advanced, and I started putting up the better scores this year. So that's when I really started playing matches.
How often do you guys practice?
So with the boys team, we practice every day at Valley Brook. That's the course that is for Eastern, our home course, and Monday through Thursday I'm not really sure why, but we don't go on Fridays for practices anyway, and then matches could be any day of the week.
Do you guys do any do you have weekend tournament type events?
Nothing through the school that's a weekend tournament, but the guys are constantly hey, who wants to play this weekend and practice? And sometimes they put $1 or $2 on the game or on the match, and see some competition to who will win, or will if a foursome will go out, then we'll be okay, us two versus you two. It's fun. So nothing serious on the weekends, but
So in golf, is there such thing as too much practicing? Because I know some sports you can't over practice and you'll tire yourself out.
Yeah, of course. I know a lot of people like to think of golf as not really that intense, and it's not very physically vigoring or whatever. But no, you definitely can. I know the guys, when they have 3 matches a week or 7 in 2 weeks, it's hard for them because you walk the whole 9 holes, and it can get tiring, and it can get stress on your back or your arms, and then it'll start to mess up your game. So if you balance today I'll play 9 and I'll walk them, and then today I'll just practice on the range. You have to have a balance. You can definitely over practice.
Who do you want to be the girls golf coach? Just kind of like an opinion, more opinion.
I wasn't really sure. Like when we were in the process of getting the girls golf team approved, it was definitely a question like, oh, who would be the golf coach? And we have Coach Murphy, obviously, is the head of the boys team, and we have Mr. Sherman and Mr. Brown, who are there occasionally helping out, assisting, and I assumed that it would be one of them. And I don't really know Mr. Sherman all that well, but I know Mr. Brown, and we've been talking, and I'm really glad that he's the coach. I don't really have much of an opinion of like who else would be, but yeah, Mr. Brown's been really supportive and really encouraging through this whole process, so he's awesome.
Do you plan to play golf either professionally like in college or professionally after college?
I would love to play golf in college. I'm not really sure how that whole process is gonna go. I'm just starting to like look at colleges more seriously and like going to visit. I've been talking to some of the coaches and they seem interested as well, but they have to like, because of certain situations, you have to talk like your senior year. It's like when coaches can talk to you. I don't really know, but I would love to. I don't know if I'm like skilled enough, like if I'm there, but I think it'd be awesome to play like D3, D2. Like, that'd be a dream.
Do you have any advice for any girls who are thinking about joining the team?
Yes. Just come out and do it. That's all I have to say. It doesn't have to be something that, like, obviously I'm more serious about it. It doesn't have to be something that you're serious about. It doesn't have to be something that you have to go into college for, like something that you're like, oh, I'm not good enough. Like, no, it doesn't have to be anything like that. It's a lifetime sport, and it's good for like people who are in business or people who, even doctors. Like a lot of people will do things outside of work, and golfing is one of those activities that people do, and they'll be able to bond with their coworkers, and it's something that if you just know how to do it, it's good like throughout your life. So.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Not particularly. Just come out and do it. You know, we're trying to recruit people, and if you have a set of clubs lying around somewhere, just come out and join.
Okay, thank you.